Right, everybody. Yeah. Let's see if our voices are. Yeah, our voices are working. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the All Things Fantasy Grounds talk show, the show that is meant to teach and help, but the opinions stated by those of us on the show are not that of Smiteworks USA, LLC, Fantasy Grounds, or the DMs Guild. So don't think that. We don't represent anybody. We're just fans.
We're
I
just
do
nerds.
nerds. We're just nerds. And that first nerd voice you heard was one of my co-hosts, Mr. Drake. How are you doing?
Doing good, Rob. Glad to be here. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have another co-host who is currently in her car. She will be transitioning, but in her car, so you might hear a little noise. How are you, Fury Fate?
I'm doing good. I actually just finished playing an in-person game. We were starting Curse of Strahd, and it's going pretty epic. I mean, we almost died, but other than that, it's pretty epic.
Cool.
But how are you, Rob?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to go over this. This was a last-minute change. I only decided to make this show today about this subject like very early this morning or very late last night. So within the last 18 or 20 hours. Um, we are going to be talking about the Fantasy Grounds Forge. So most of you know about that. For those that don't,
I love you, man.
Oh, Tom Knapp, thank you for the resub, sir. I will put the link in the chat so you guys can go here. This is the new Forge, which is now active and actually has items you can purchase in it. So what this is it's a Fantasy Grounds marketplace for creators. So it's kind of like the Fantasy Grounds store, only all the stuff created in it is done by people who are just creators like myself. And there is a story that goes with this as to why some of our items on the DMs Guild are going to be here now, and I can actually show you those. I think if I just go by price, mine will show up. Yeah, so you recognize these covers. Of course, they don't have the DMs Guild logo or the Fantasy Grounds logo or medals on them. But they're the same covers from DMs Guild that you've seen. And what happened was about a year ago, Wizards of the Coast started to freak out because Foundry VTT community members were creating what they called extensions. Their word for it was extensions that actually ripped IP from D&D Beyond to use in their VTT. So basically, they were stealing Wizards of the Coast IP and just using it. And apparently, Foundry didn't take steps to stop that. So, assumedly, that's wrong, and WotC was very upset. Now, what happened after that was the powers that be at Wizards of the Coast, i.e., the lawyers, not the gamers, decided that the word extension was the devil. So they then discovered that extensions were being sold on DM's Guild, and they said no more, and they took them all down. No, they just took them down, like shit was just gone. And then everybody freaked, and so they put them back. And I think Smiteworks had planned to do this anyway, but this was bumped up the schedule to make the Forge.
Cheerbits in the stream. Thanks for the cheerbits.
Thank you, sirs. Cheerbits, Spitboss. So Smiteworks moved up their schedule. Smiteworks, if you're watching the show and you don't know what Smiteworks is, that's just a company that makes Fantasy Grounds. They moved up their schedule to create this Forge, if not only for the fact that some of the DMs Guild products had to be removed and moved over to the Forge. And they make money on those. Smiteworks gets 10% of everything sold on the DMs Guild that is a Fantasy Grounds property. They get 10% of all that. So they had an interest, and so they created the Forge, and it's now just up and running. And I have some titles in there. I had 13 offenders. Let me see if I can. Yeah, these were the offenders. These titles here were the ones I had to move over. Now Mad Nomad is doing his own. So my color coding is blue is he's doing it, green is I've done it, red is there's something I need to do. I haven't got Kent's forum name to put in for Rev Split. Plus he has to sign up as a creator. So I know I'm going through a lot, everybody, but I'll answer all your questions after I get done with my explanation. So
cheerbits in the stream.
Thanks
for the cheerbits.
So here's the Forge, and on the Forge, if you go there, and again, the link is in the chat there. I put it in there at 2 after the hour. You can go to the shop. You can go to the treasury, and this is where you buy gold. And so it's like 1 gold is a penny, right? So 500 gold for $5 and etc. right up the line. And then you can go to your inventory. So my inventory is things that I own, but of course I created all these, so I own them all. And then purchase history, it just shows me the amount I paid, but I didn't pay for any of these because I'm the one that uploaded them. So, and then over here you'll see become a creator, I think. But once you become a creator, you get manage craft, and then this is where I can go in and edit stuff and upload the files and tell it to go in data live and put the things. And I just copied what was on the DM's Guild over here like that, and then you can upload the cover, and then you can split out the revenue, whatever you need to do. So let's take a look at one of these. Let's go to shop, and we'll just look at one of mine. So we'll look at Matakuri's Fantasy Grounds Sirenscape sound links. And it pretty much almost looks like the DM's Guild, but it tells me I own it. Now for here, I'm assuming, I haven't seen anybody else's screen, but I would assume what goes there for you guys would be whatever the price is. How much gold does it cost? And probably a button that says, buy it. And then the description's there and the cover's there, and so that's it. Now what happens is anything that you buy on the Forge is automatically updated. In your Fantasy Grounds. So if I go to update, one of the first things you'll see listed is getting purchases. Here, found 12 Forge subscriptions, and then it uploads all. There's 13 of them, but one of them hasn't been approved yet. So it automatically just does it in your Fantasy Grounds. So if you have an extension or a mod or whatever you've bought from the Forge, it's all just automatically updated, which is of course better than the DM's Guild, because DM's Guild doesn't do that. You have to do it manually, right? So that's.
Then you have to worry about like folder and finding the location of the folder and all that fun stuff.
Right. It the user has to program that. The person that uploads it, yeah. And so that's kind of cool. So a lot of people have had questions about this. BR Gemet, how were they determined to be offending? Oh, well, okay, so sorry. Yeah, that's a good question. So when I said that WotC determined some products to be offending, basically because they're lawyers and they're not gamers, they didn't understand how it all worked. They didn't understand that an extension on the DM's Guild was something that helped with functionality in Fantasy Grounds. They just assumed that all of those extensions on DM's Guild were the same as the ones on Foundry VTT, and that they were stealing the company's intellectual property. They just made that assumption. Now, people from the DM's Guild, people from Smiteworks, all of us creators, and at least a dozen of us creators, we all tried to write them emails saying, that's not what this is. And they were like, fuck you, we don't care. I'm, of course, paraphrasing and using my own words. They were like, you got to take that shit down, and we don't give a fuck what your explanation is. So this happened. So now what's going to happen is anything, like let's say Sirenscape sound links. So let's go to that. Bookmarks, DM's Guild, collaborations, 2020, Sirenscape sound links. Lord. Oh, but it's probably not Sirenscape. It's probably Fantasy Grounds. Look at how many. I have to, every time I try to find something. Here we go. So this product, they're all still on DM's Guild. You can still buy them on DM's Guild. They're going to be taken down, I believe, in the first week in August. So you can buy this. Actually, you can get it on sale. On the Forge, it's $15. There's no discounts. But what's going to happen is if you purchase it on, or if you have purchased in the past on DM's Guild, it will still be there and it will always remain there. You just won't be able to go to this sales page and buy it. But in your library on DM's Guild, it will never disappear. It will always be there. And then, of course, I should say, on these particular 13 items that I have, I have the extreme pleasure that if the creator, like if Matakuri makes an update, I'll have to update it on the DM's Guild and the Forge. So that's a happy thing for the rest of my fucking life. But
Actually, that was what I was going to ask you, is if, if it gets updated, will it be updated on both or just the one? So I'm glad you answered
no,
that before
yeah,
I even
it's well, I mean, if somebody bought it, I owe it to them to update it. Just because the platform got fucked doesn't mean that's the customer's fault. So I will, of course, be updating it. Now there may come a point way, way, way down the line when either something isn't going to get any more updates, so I don't have to worry about it, or I say to people, this will continue to only be updated on the Forge, therefore here's a free copy of it from the Forge. But they actually don't have plans to do that. So that was the other question people were asking. Well, if you bought it on the DM's Guild, can't I just get a free copy of it on the Forge? And the answer, unfortunately, is no. And the reason for that is DM's Guild will not give us, the creators, the emails of the people who have bought stuff. And even if they did do that, I'd have to go in manually one by one and award that. I'd have to do that like 10,000 times. So I'm not going to fucking do that, right? So until they get it worked out where DM's Guild agrees to give them a list that Smiteworks can just feed it into their database and say, okay, these emails have this product, and it disseminates it out. Like, until they figure that out, that's not going to happen. And as I understand it right now, today, they are not planning on doing that. That may change in the future, but it just depends on how many people complain. So I think that's it. I think that's most of the information, and I'll try to keep up with your questions. So Cyberstorm says, sadly, I bought the Sirenscape stuff like 2 weeks ago on DM's Guild, and that's fine. You can even buy stuff today until they take it down. It'll all be the same. So buying something from the DM's Guild or buying it from the Forge, those products are no different. The only difference is your Fantasy Grounds will update it automatically if it is from the Forge. Now, keep in mind that anything that they don't make me
I
force me to
love
move.
you, man.
The Garfster is resub. Thank you, sir. Anything that I'm not being forced to move. In other words, anything. I have 400 and some titles on the DM's Guild. Only these 13 are getting moved. And that's because those are the hand-picked ones they told me I needed to move. Now, I'm assuming that as time goes by, they'll realize, oh, you got to move this one and this, and there may be a few more in the future. But right now, we're only talking about 13 titles. There are 13 very popular titles, probably most of which you guys watching have. But again, I'm only going to move ones that I have to move. I'm not going to move ones they don't make me move. And how they're making me move them is next week they're just going to turn them off. But they gave me the list. They gave me a specific list of the ones that I needed to take care of. Let's see. Choo Choo. Question, do you know if it highlights the check for updates button when there is something updated? Yes, I do know, and the answer is no, it does not. So that's not something they put in there. They may do that in the future. But I went to update mine before I put them in the Forge, and they were in there, and I didn't update. And this, when I went to update, was not flashing. It did not. It just looked like this. So you kind of have to just do it, whenever you think you might have a new update.
Yeah, when you do a purchase or whatever, update.
Yeah, when you purchase one, update it, right. But then, and the other thing is if one of them gets updated, you will not get an email. You will not be notified in any way. You just have to sort of, my best practice is every time I'm going to play, whether I'm going to be in a game or whether I'm going to DM a game or whatever it is, every time I use Fantasy Grounds, basically, I always update. I just do it. It's a practice of mine.
I have a kind of a question problem with all this. You update from the Forge, and there's a broken extension. How do you turn the damn thing off?
Well, I think the extensions work the same way as they always have. So when you, they'll be in here. So if you find one that's broken and it's like fucking shit up, you just turn it off. Just don't turn it off.
Oh, okay.
So
you still have.
Yeah, you're still gonna have this here like that. BR Gemmet, that was really my question. Why did they determine those 13 had to move? So I think DM's Guild is dealing with, hundreds of thousands of titles, right? So I don't know what their process was. I assume what they did was they searched for the word extension and then built a list of offending things that they thought. Again, this is all lawyers and people that aren't gamers, so it's a fucked up system. To be honest, they really should have tagged more of my titles, but like I said, I'm not moving anything they didn't force me to move. So as I said about 5 minutes ago, I'm assuming there'll come a time in the future, whether that's next week or in 6 months or 2 years, where they go, oh, you know what, we discovered you have this one, that needs to go. And so, but the reason I only want to do the ones that they're making me do
I
is
love
that
you, man.
selling them on the Forge is actually financially worse for me than it is DM's Guild. I take a little bit of a hit on that. So I'm not motivated to have those there as I am on DM's Guild. So, and I'm not talking about revenue percentage. Revenue percentage is actually a little higher on the Forge than it is DM's Guild, but tax purposes and 1099s and all the shit that enters into your life when you sign up for the Forge, it ruins me. This might not be an applicable situation for all people, but it is for me because I'm disabled and my income is monitored and all this kind of shit. So upgrade FG before playing is always the best. Yes, that's right. Fat old lion. Fat old lion. I like that name. I believe it always downloads all Forge products when you update. Yeah, well, it doesn't. It doesn't download them all. What it does is it checks to see if one in the Forge doesn't match what you have on your hard drive, and then if that's true, then it downloads that one. So it doesn't, because that's the reason the Fantasy Grounds update is so fast now, is it checks what you have versus what is, and only messes with the ones that you need to have changed. And thank you for the sub, Fat Old Lion. Rob Tui, the items you upload into the Forge, are they download to the vault or to the extensions folder? Neither. I think to the, you know what? Here, I'll show you. I actually, that's something I don't know specifically, but I'll show you what we pick. Oh. Interesting. That's the first I've seen that. So our choices are data and vault. We download it to data, and our choices are actually live or test. So we do data live. Now, this is the first time I've seen a second option in here. I wonder if that's just if I want to change it. Why there's 2 entries there, I do not know. That is something that's the first time. You guys are seeing it, the first time seeing it. So usually it's just 1 there. These are different times. Oh, you know what? I'm going to just put this data live, because they're different times, so maybe I updated I don't know. This is all sort of new science to me. I'm not sure. Which one is that? Manage Fantasy Grounds automatic pack tactics. So let's, oh, you know what? That's the one that's not listed. Yes. Pack tactics is, oh, it is there. Oh, this is new. This is 65. Wait, somebody bought it? Wait. No, where's it? Where do I see if I made money? I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know how you find out how much
PayPal and send them an email. No,
what?
I don't know.
No, that's the thing, is I haven't found out if purchase history. Yeah, well, oh God, I hate that. Inventory. Yeah, I don't know how to tell if somebody's bought anything. You'd think that my money would go up here. I don't know how that works. Anyway, let me try to keep going on these questions. So they're in the live build, and they'll be in the data folder. Now, if you go to Fantasy Grounds folder structure, there is no data folder, right? So I'm assuming, I don't know, but I'm assuming all the extensions will just go into the extensions folder. I don't know how that works, actually. That hasn't been explained. So I'm imagining people will start buying this shit, and then Smiteworks will get flooded with, how the hell does this work? But they haven't really, there's no help. There's no frequently asked, there's no real guidance to this. And there's not even guidance on how to upload your stuff. Like that had to all be figured out. I had to ask Maticuri like 6 times how he did it. So it's not, you have to go in and you have to upload the file, then you have to go out, you have to go back in and upload the actual files and artwork. And then and then they approve it, and then you have to go back in again and assign it to the proper channel. Oh wait, I'm not even in the, like let's go to this one. Yeah, so see, then you have to go back in again and pick this and this, and yeah, it's a nightmare, everybody. It's a nightmare. But anyway, I did it.
Transactions. There's a button that says transactions.
Yes, transactions.
No, to the left.
Oh. What is this now? Okay, first of all. Oh, people bought it. Now wait a minute, where but that was, man, that's inside one of the, well, I don't understand that. It's inside one of the, what? So inventory, and if I go to one of the things, yeah, see, not available. Great. Wait, where was that? Where was that? Transactions.
Manage right there.
So if you go to transaction, oh wow, okay, so these were not there just a minute ago. I mean, it could have been somebody buying them right now, but the time, I don't know if that's Zulu time or what time that is, but I think that's my time. So that would have been 6 hours ago. But anyway, so somebody allegedly bought these, right? Now, okay, that just takes me to there. And you can tell, yeah, like it says subscriber, whoops, oh god damn it. I still haven't mastered the back and forth of these. So if I go here, it's, oh, that's a bad example. No. Okay, so 3 subscribers. So I'm a subscriber, right? I'm the owner of the thing. So they all say 1. So this means that 2 people purchased this Fantasy Grounds IDL. So now let's go to
no, manage craft.
Oh, manage craft.
Then the transactions.
Ah, there we go. So let's open up all these. So there should be, yep, IDL and IDL right there. So that's the 2. So this is how much I've sold so far. Now, the thing I don't know is where the hell is the total and where's my money and how do I get my money? Actually, I know how I get my money. They send it to you quarterly, so that sucks. DM's Guild, I can pay myself that day if I want to. But these guys send it to you quarterly. But there should be some sort of report. And by the way, I don't know that I like the negative sign there. That seems like they took away 700 gold, they took away 200 gold. Like, what the hell? People were also asking if they did want to repurchase those titles, what would the cost be to get all of them? And those 13 titles, current price is $74.50. And there's no bundles, there's no buy all for we have to go fucking, let me go here and get this one and buy this one and then buy this one. Oh, here's another way I can tell. So somebody bought Portals. 3 people, oh, that's not mine. 1 person bought Javin's thing. 1 person bought the previewer. 1 person bought automatic pack tactics. And I think, so here's the thing. I'm not sure that's updated correctly, but you know what? I need to check on that. Okay. Yeah, I absolutely abhor, not on DM's Guild Forge, but anything that has this in it. Just give me the maximum. Why would you? I'm not on a fucking 300 baud modem. Why would I want to limit how many you're going to show me? Stupid. Someone bought previewers, so okay. Someone bought automatic record links. 2 people bought ID. Okay, so this is how I can tell. one person bought that, and then nobody's bought this yet, and one person bought that.
And you could just click on your name, right? Can't you? And just see all that you have.
Oh, if I click on my name, this is a. Whoa! What's this? What's this? I haven't seen this. So this is, yeah. Here's what I don't like. All of you people can send me a goddamn private message on the Fantasy Grounds forums. I don't like it. I mean, there's nobody on DM's Guild who I didn't shove my email in their face anyway. But I don't like this. I don't like this message system. I'd rather you send me an email or even better, get a hold of me on Discord. That would be what I'd want you to do. Okay, this is a new thing. I didn't know about this. So there's 12 there, right? I have 13. One of them's not there. I gotta figure out which one it is.
Maybe you got to do the drop down. More than 12 selected.
Oh my God, is that yeah, son of a bitch.
I don't see what.
So that's kind of cool. Yeah, and they really don't have. I mean, here's me. Only the only reason I never clicked on my name was because I had clicked on my name once before, and it was that email thing. But I guess if it's by the author here, you can click on that, and then it'll give you all. That is kind of cool.
And then send you a message and say, "Oh, Rob, I want to buy this one, but I don't know why."
Yeah, I want to buy this one, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
Also, I don't
Send you a
see.
message.
I'm just one of these people. Like, this wouldn't bother anyone but me. But you see how this is 2 lines, this is 2 lines, this is only 1 line. So the pictures are. This one's even. Oh, this one's up a little bit. That kind of shit makes me crazy. Oh, this one's down a little bit. Like that. That's the nobody cares about that but me. Oh, these are not even.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, see, most people don't even.
Now it's gonna bother me. Now that you
I
pointed
hope
it
so.
out.
I want
you're
people.
You're that guy.
My
bother me
life's
now.
mission is, if it bothers me, I want it to bother everybody, so that maybe somebody will sign a petition or do something. Here, first of all, the air conditioning. I need.
You want somebody else to do the work.
Fucking
You want
hot
somebody
in
else to do the work.
Totally. Okay.
Turn that AC on.
Maybe that was update. Means they have messed with your spreadsheets. Oh yeah. No. Do they have a filter by creator? Oh yeah. So we just found that. Yeah. So Johnny CC says not yet. They'll look at that. Well, they did it. Filter by creator. So you don't have filter by creator here. There's categories, product type, price, but not creator. But the way you can cheat on that so far is, like, do you want to see this guy, Kilgrim? Here's all his stuff. He's got all his stuff is free. But I mean,
free.
Custom damage types for 3.5. We don't care about that. We only care about 5e. So you can go 5e. I want to see 5e. The categories are rule set, accessory, adventure, core rules, free supplement, map module, portrait pack, setting, skin, and token pack. So the only thing I'm ever going to be dealing with is accessory. And then I want to say only paid. And then there's going to be, so what is this? Damned has a thing. Not need to stop players being able to accidentally edit their character sheets during play. He's at, he DMs a lot, so everybody knows Damned. He's made a thing so the players can't edit their sheets. That's trust issues, it's called. Fucking hey, I gotta get that. $250. I should buy that right now. I'm gonna wait till there's money in my account. Hello, 0. I don't know. Yeah, so
you have to buy money.
Here's all mine.
Pay PayPal to get money.
Yeah, so all 5e accessories currently that are paid are mine, except for Damned has that one, which I need to get. Yeah, so there you go, everybody. What else are your questions? Oh, regarding prizes, we cannot give away things on the Forge. However, I'm going to tell the people watching this show a little secret. I probably won't ever mention this again. If you see something on the Forge, like if I tell you, any Rob Toohey product on DM's Guild, that's probably all I'm going to ever say. But anything on the I'm never going to repeat this. I'm going to say this one time only for those of you who decided to watch the show. And if you're on YouTube and you've been on YouTube for more than 30 minutes, you're above average person. So I'm going to say this one time and never say it again. The secret is, if it's on the Forge, it's also on the DMs. Well, okay, I need to stop there. As of today, anything new this won't apply to. As of today, which is July 25th, 2021, anything that's on the Forge is on the DMs Guild and always will be on the DMs Guild, even though you won't be able to see it. So say, for example, you want a prize for me, and you're looking at DMs Guild, and you're looking at the Forge, and you're like, no, but I really want Javin's action chat bubbles. I can't give it to you on the Forge for free, but I can still give it to you on the DMs Guild for free, even though it's not for sale. I'm never going to say that again. I'm also not going to clarify it. I'm also going to deny I said it. And if you ask me or send me emails or ask me questions about it, I'm going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? So if you understood what I just said, then good on you. If not, forget about it. Will you be upping your Google Sheet to show the ones on the Forge? Will I be upping my Google Sheet? Show? Yes, I will. As a matter of fact, I already have. I already have updated it. But I'm not going to change that until I'm not going to send the people to the Forge or put the link until those other until they turn off the ones on the DMs Guild. That's all the Forge is a marketplace for third-party devs. Absolutely, that's all it is. So for those of you that don't know what we're looking at here, I can send. This is a public document. The link is in my Discord. Here's the link for you guys right now if you want to pop in here. This is everything I've ever done. 2016, including my Amazon.com comedy book. Got nothing to do with her, but these are all just. I started this to keep track of quote shit I made, and the first few days was just this, and then now it's grown into this. And I started doing stats. I've made 427 titles on the DMs Guild, 54 in the Smiteworks store, 5 on DriveThru RPG, which are all crap you don't need, and 1 book on Amazon, which has nothing to do with RPG. And I have 23% market share in VTT software on DMs Guild. It used to be 30, but other people. Oh, here, I gotta make an update. Let's go down. Let's find DL4. I just updated this right before the show. Nope, wrong. Control F. DL4. DL4 has now been updated. There is line of sight. Jason just updated that right before the show. Boom. So yeah, this is everything I've ever done. And so when those items get shut off of DMs Guild, I will take that link away. I guess I'll take that link away and then make the new link to the Forge here, and it'll say the Forge. So there you go. That's how I'm going to do it. Good question. What else are your questions? Rather than us going through the DMs Guild site for the contact, can you post the email for us to complain about moving extensions to the Forge? Oh, yes, I can. Who you really want to complain to is Wizards of the Coast, but of course, if you do that, you will never get an answer. But the Dungeon Masters Guild is quite easy. You can go to any page of the Dungeon Masters Guild, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and either submit a suggestion or customer questions. I think they have a specific. No, that's not the email thing. Submit a suggestion. Yes, you can do that. So I'm not going to give you that link. That's insane. Just go to the DMs Guild, scroll all the way down to the bottom, submit a suggestion. There's also a contact us button, and if you use that, you can so there's There's the publisher service. You don't want that. That's a form and a creator service, and yeah, I'd say, I mean, they don't have an option to complain. Why would they make that easy? I would say though that if you want to do, contact us, the publisher service email, which is just dmsguild@onebookshelf.com. They'll get it, and they're pretty good about responding. Yeah, so, but the DM's Guild is not the main. They're just complying with the corporate overlords. WotC's the problem. DM's Guild actually not the problem. Although DM's Guild didn't fight hard enough to they didn't Goliath, or they didn't David. DM's Guild David did not throw a rock at Goliath WotC's head hard enough. I did the suggestion to have you paid option to transfer using email link you provide, since there's no guarantee that DM's Guild and FG use the same email address, and they would cover the cost by developing the transfer. Of developing. I don't even know if I understand what that means.
Yeah, he's basically saying that he's suggesting that the DM's Guild do a paid option where you pay to have them transferred. That would cover the costs of making them have to figure it out,
Yeah, that's not going to happen. So I will tell you this about DM's Guild: they're not interested in making any of this easy or helping anybody. They're just doing what they're required to do, and that's probably all they're gonna do. All right, let's just get rid of some of these windows. Let's just back it down here. Okay. Right. And I am going to give away a prize. Not anything on the Forge. Well, I mean, because everything on the Forge is already still on DM's Guild, right? So I don't need to do that. But I am going to give away a prize. So let's do it. Keyword raffle. This is going to be, DM's Guild item, like we always do. Anything on the DM's Guild with my name on it, you can have it. And the keyword is going to be, let's make it a minute. Keyword is going to be not the Forge. No spaces. All right, start.
The Forge.
So yeah, not the Forge, everybody. You have to put the exclamation point and then not the Forge. And then I'll draw a winner, and you guys can have, whoever wins can have a thing off the DM's Guild, like we always do. Don't do it now, but as soon as the timer runs out, if you guys have more questions, please. Oh, well, here comes one anyway. The crew of DM's Guild are a bunch of incompetent slobs. Who is this? Archangel that have almost nothing and still make a mountain of cash. They're never going to do anything that requires anything but the bare minimum effort. He said that, everybody, not me. Or she. I don't know if that's a man or a woman. Anton Baum 6, thanks for following. Thanks for joining the stream. Roachware, you need an exclamation point in front of that if you didn't do that already. There you go. Yeah, the views expressed. That's right. The views expressed are of the audience. Okay, here we go. The winner is, boom, George Orr. You know what to do. George has won before. Congrats, George Orr. Just send me a DM in Discord and let me know what you want. I need your DM's Guild email and the title you want. And what's my new thing, Drake? You have 10 minutes. No, you have until
10.
You have until 15 minutes after the show ends to get that prize. That's going to be my new thing. Is if people aren't on that, if I offer a free thing and people don't want it that fast, then fuck them. You're not getting it.
Cause he's sitting there waiting on you. So just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, I do. After the show's over, I sit there and I stare at my PMs until they come in, and I'll get one like 2 days later. Hey, the other night I won something from you. Fuck you. I always have given it to him, but I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to say, but I'm going to tell people, you have a limited time to grab your free shit, or else no.
He's got to put it in a spreadsheet, or he forgets. He's got.
Oh yeah, first of all, I gotta do that anyway. I gotta go over here, just in case. The reason I put the people's name here is I'll get 3 PMs direct messages that said I won on the show tonight, and then I go here, and if it's not you, then no, you didn't win, fucker. Don't try to scam me. I don't think that's ever happened, actually.
Yeah, I want to know what you said to him.
No, I actually
If
in 3 years, I don't think that's ever happened. But I would assume one day it would.
Really?
You know.
Wow.
Not
Okay.
that I remember. I think. Well, I'll tell you what has happened though is I have gotten a message saying, "Hey Rob, I'm supposed to get this thing," and the person misunderstood what happened. And they weren't trying to scam me. They just were stupid. And they were like, I know the code word, and I go, yeah, but you didn't win the drawing or whatever, something like that. And so, they weren't trying to rip me off. They just didn't understand what was happening. So yeah. Oh, you know what? Here, I'm gonna give away. I'm gonna do it again. You'll have another chance right now. No. Let's do this again.
What? Another one?
Another one.
Here.
I'm gonna give away another one, everybody. But no, you have to do it within the timer. Same thing, everybody. Exclamation point, not the forge. But if you're George
Not
Orr,
the
don't
forge.
enter. Don't be a dick. You're not gonna win twice. Not the forge, everybody. Enter again. Let's see people left. Like, oh, he gave away the prize. Fuck you. I'm gone. Ah, they didn't stay. They didn't know. So Archangel, you got to get in there. There he is. He's in. She's
there
in.
he is.
Rob Toohey giving away 2 things. What crazy? What the fuck?
Last week,
It's
he
not
gave
that
away
crazy.
a bundle. He gave away a bundle last week. A whole big bundle.
You give away a lot of stuff, Rob. Like so much stuff.
I know. Here's the thing. I'm remiss that I didn't always keep track. Like how much I've had to have given away. Like well, I gave away $20,000 in one day. How much have I given away in 5 years? Like $100,000? I don't even know. I don't even know how much I've given away. All right, here we go. The next winner is boom, Tom Knapp. So Tom's won before. You know what to do. Tom
Doesn't
Knapp.
he have everything already? I feel like he wins quite often. Like he has everything already.
I don't know if
Ooh.
Slay and Eck, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if even somebody who's purchased the Insanity package on July 4th, we've published 1 or 2 things since then, so they wouldn't have everything. Yeah, see, he has the big package, but what he doesn't have is the last 2 things that we made or whatever. And he can go right here. He can go to Tom Knapp can just go to he can go to DM's Guild. He can I don't know why I make this hard for myself. Just go to anything. He can go to my name, right? He can click on my name. And then he can go over here and click hide already purchased. And see, for me, it's blank because I have everything, right, obviously. And so for Tom, there might be 1 or 2 things here. And then he can go, oh, okay, I'll take this one. Fantasy Grounds character manager, he's already saying. You would have that. You have that.
It could take you less than 10 minutes, though. Just say.
No, so Atom Bomb 6, Aton Bomb, not Adam, but Anton Bomb. So how that works is anything that's an extension is going to go straight to the forge because we know. Well, so there's rules though. There's rules. So it depends. DM's Guild. I mean, I might try to get away with publishing everything on the DM's Guild. Here's a fucker. Fuck you and fuck you and fuck. And he just turned around and went, fuck you. He just turned around on my driveway. God damn it.
You need to get like a big.
I can't get
like an air horn or something.
I need is I need a squirt gun with like glue in it or something that will fucking stick on their car and have to wipe it off. I don't know.
You know what? Why don't you put like a giant like orange cone in the middle of your driveway so people can't do that?
Okay, so I did that. I have those.
He's got a sign and everything.
I have a sign. So I just am too lazy to get. It's been like 2 months since I haven't done it. I have a big sandwich board like that you see out in front of restaurants on the sidewalk that's like 3 feet tall that says "Do not turn around in driveway." I have that, but I live like if you look at my house, So everything that's to the right, see how the street ends right here where my house is? So this goes off a little cliff and into a giant field over here, and it's windy as fuck. So I put the sign right here, and it just blows over in 2 minutes. So now I have a thing to hang from it to put like sand or rocks in it so it'll weight it down. But I've just been too lazy to go out there in 100-degree heat every day and put it up. So you see I have these reflectors, but nobody pays fucking attention to that. And I did have orange cones, but then I would have to move those cones to drive out. These I don't have to move. I can just drive over them. And I had orange cones that just are flat. They collapse. And I drove over one of them on purpose to see if they would to see if they were sturdy enough for me to just leave there and drive over. The answer to that question was no. So I picked up a lot of pieces of plastic that day. Anyway, this guy needs to take care of his yard. What the fuck? Okay. All right.
Wow,
I
God,
think you should get a. I think
you're
you should
such
get
a
one of those
grumpy old man.
streamer guys
You
with
get a
his
tire
arms
mark in your
going
driveway
and
and see
just-
if you aren't a grumpy old man. Okay.
Just fucking power wash it.
With what? Am I
Don't
going to
be
go
so
down and rent
grumpy.
to fucking A to Z rental and rent a power washer for $100 and bring it home?
Why don't
No.
you have your own power washer? We have our. God, me and my husband, we have fucking two.
You live in Texas. We don't do that here. All right.
Because it's such a Texan thing.
Rob broke a sweat squirting Dawn on it.
Yeah, I poured Dawn on it. Washington man arrested for vandalizing people's cards in his neighborhood. He's quoted as saying, "Fuck them, I'll do it again." P. Marty Simus7, who I don't believe has ever said anything in the chat ever, has saying, "Wow, guys." That's funny. So
Sorry,
yeah,
this is our tangent from Fantasy Grounds and everything else Fantasy Grounds into Rob's life and his driveway drama.
That's right, Driveway Drama. That's a new show on CBS. Because CBS is the old network and I'm old. So here, I'm going to finish the question. So my plan, I think, so I was explaining the rules. So DM's Guild rules are, you can have they only X'd out 13 titles, right, out of like 100 that are like that. But if it's an extension that does anything with 5e specifically, like for example Sneak Attack, that didn't get timed out because that's a 5e specific thing. But Window Previewer isn't specific to 5e. So if you're doing stuff for Fantasy Grounds, the DM's Guild doesn't give a fuck about it. But if you're doing something that messes with 5e intellectual property, then you can have it on the DM's Guild. So what I'm going to probably try to do in the future, I don't think we've had, Diablo Bob's ready to drop another original thing here in a few days, but we haven't had any new creations in the last month or two as far as extensions go. I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to put everything on DM's Guild until I get an email from them saying, "Hey, what the fuck you doing? You can't do that." Then I'll put it on the Forge. But it's still the Wild West right now as far as what's going on, and we nothing's 100%, and it's all fucking crazy. But that's why I really wanted to do this show, is I wanted enough people to get the information about what's going on, even though there's not really finite answers to certain questions or how things will be. Plus, the Forge hasn't, they don't have gifting options yet. They don't have. I think we need to ask them, when I put in Rev Split. Do the people that have the Rev Split, do they get an owned copy of it, or do they have to buy it? Like, they shouldn't have to buy it. They're the ones that made it. Just even though I'm the publisher, right? Like, Matakuri should have copies of all those ones that are his, and like that. Like, that's I think I'll know the answer to that when Mad Nomads get approved. Mad Nomad has uploaded his, so these titles here he uploaded, but they're not in there yet because they haven't been approved. And once they're approved, I'm in there. I'm Rev Split on those, so I'll see if I have free copies of those. And if I don't, I mean, I'm not going to buy them. Why would I buy those? I'm the one that's published them. Anyway, you guys get it. Yeah. All right. What are your other questions? So you guys take the same on both the Forge and DM's Guild. Oh, you mean money? No, on the Forge, I believe it's actually slightly higher. I think on the Forge, so DM's Guild's 50%. I think Forge is 60%. But as I was explaining earlier in the show, me personally, I lose money on the Forge because tax things and 1099s and tax stuff that I have to deal with SmiteWorks I don't have to deal with. Well, I will starting January 2022, but it's a fucking nightmare. And if you like on DM's Guild, okay, here's DM's Guild, right? I can go right now and take out this $1,500. I can go take it out right now and have it in my bank. The reason it's only $1,500 is I recently took out some money. Anyway, let's see the total for today. 64. Pathetic. Let's rerun it. With the Fantasy Grounds Forge, you'll be paid quarterly. So not ideal. And they 1099 you, and it's a giant nightmare. So would you rather get slightly less money today, or would you rather get slightly more money 3 months from now? Like, that's, you have to decide. I think it's $64. 74. Ooh, it went up 10. Nice. Buy shit from me, everybody. That's the point. Go there and buy shit. All right, let's move that back. This is how I make a living.
Well, now you got to look at what you sold on the Forge, though. You know.
People, yeah. People don't understand that this is how I make my. Well, I think most people understand, but this is how I make my living. So I've sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. I'm assuming this is all one person. I'm assuming one person bought all those. Maybe not. The times are spread out enough. No, it was one person. Because they did it all.
I think it was 2 people.
Maybe it was 2 people. Let's see. Let's go down. Now, is that? Yeah, that's it. Because these were, this is me uploading it, right? But then these people bought it. But so I can't show it on screen. Well, I mean, I can. Yeah, I'm not really supposed to show it on screen, but SmiteWorks. Let me here. I'll show it, but not. I won't show the part that I'm not supposed to show. Well, so that would be. Oh, I can block out the URL. I can show this as long as.
Why don't you switch over to the slides until you have the image that you need, and then kind of figure.
I just didn't want to show the. Oh, fuck me. I just didn't want to show the URL because people aren't supposed to be able to go to this, right? Like this is only for, well, even if you did go, it's anyway.
Right. For like login stuff or.
That's enough. You don't need to see any more than that. But the point was, they have a website. They have a thing for us to look at our sales from this, from the store, right? From the stuff that I have that's in here. Like, I don't know, can you search for my name here? I don't even know if you can do that. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, wow. So yeah, everything, these are all the stuff I have in. So I can look at like up to the minute reports. Well, so there's another. So it's up to the minute unless it's sold on Steam. That only repopulates every week. So every Monday I see the sales from the previous week. It's stupid. But anyway, I can go and look like how many did I sell of this today? Or owned. I own all these, by the way. Did you know that? Because I made them. I own them all. Oh, no. How many are there? 54? See, it doesn't even give you a count.
Correction, you did the conversions, not actually making the product.
No, I created it all. I wrote it, and I did the artwork, and
You drew it too? You drew it?
I drew everything. No,
this is how he gets the lawsuits.
Adapted to Fantasy Grounds by Rob Toohey. That's all I did. But I get like what, 15%. So if you go buy this, I get like $6. Boom. Whatever it is. $5.99. They round down. I don't like it. But anyway, so my point is I have a report there that I can look. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. It's not possible that they added the Forge to this, did they? No, they didn't. I don't see it here.
No, I looked for it earlier. I couldn't find it.
Oh, you have that too, that thing that says, the very first thing it says here, hold on. I will show you this. Let me save that as screenshot 3, and then I'll open it here. Screenshot 3. It says, All information on the site is considered confidential. Please note that these numbers are estimates based. Okay, changes. Oh, that's not the thing. There's something on there that says don't show this to anybody or something. Where was that? Hey, did they take it away? Can I show it now?
Don't say that and then show it. That's so bad.
Oh yeah, it's the very first sentence. All information on this site is considered confidential. I took that to mean don't show it to anybody. So I didn't show anything that would make them upset. But anyway, it's just their and I think what it is they don't want the general. I don't even know why they would care, because even if I show all the sales I have for my stuff, that's not the whole number for everything. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, that's what that is. And so hopefully they get something where as a matter of fact, I can just I just email Doug, I guess. I don't they also don't have a oh, was that you, Drake, that was talking about the forums having its own customer service Forge thing, or was that not you?
That wasn't me. I don't
Somebody,
go to the forums that much.
yeah, I don't
I
either,
don't
actually.
enjoy them. I don't
I know,
enjoy them.
I don't. It's just trolls. I don't enjoy the forums either.
I mean, I understand the that it's a more permanent place to communicate with the company. I get that, but
there's 740 people online. I mean, I guess that's not much as compared to the quarter
they're all
million.
looking for the Forge.
Yeah,
They're all looking for the Forge.
154 members and 586 guests. That's funny. So, yeah, I guess they don't have a Forge section. Announcing the Forge. Let's go to the last entry of that. Where's my scroll down thing? They don't have a scroll down bar? What the fuck? What the hell is going on here? No, I don't know why it wasn't there. Okay, let's go to the last entry. Here we go. That. Bottom. Not sure if I post bugs here when I Okay, Moon Wizard. If the file was installed by the Forge and later the file was renamed by the author, then the old one should be removed, and the new one should be installed. The FG updater keeps track of when files are installed. So okay, yeah. So I mean, if you guys want to go to here and read all this, I mean, I don't. But yeah. I mean, I just don't know how to look at my own. How do I look at my own? Other than going here and adding it up.
You gotta put your head between your legs if you want to look at your own.
Gotta look at my own. So how much money have and also keep in mind that like this $7 and this $2, I only get a part of that, because Matakuri and Diablo Bob and Kent and Sean P. Kane and all those other guys that made that, they get part of it. So it's not my money. It's like DM's Guild. If you buy something on DM's Guild for $10, DM's Guild gets 5. We get 5, and then that 5 that we get gets divvied up however it gets divvied up. So in this case, we would get $6, and it would get divvied up, I'm assuming. I do need to email Doug and ask him, like, where's the financial report? How do I see it? Give it to me. Because I would
give it to you quarterly.
Well, right, but I would have to, if I want to figure out how much money I made, I have to take each one of these individually, because the revenues are different, right? They're not the same on everyone. So I have to do 40%, 50%, 40%, 40%. I have to figure it out. I'd have to get a calculator. What a nightmare. What a total nightmare. I don't like it. I don't like that. I've already asked for that to be changed, and he did not email me back. So here, if
I think he's just gonna start a whole section on his email, Rob's emails.
No,
and
he probably did that like 3 years
there.
ago. Yeah, he just drags them over. Yeah, he probably did that a long time ago. All right, did we have any?
I'll get to him when I get to him.
Okay. Question: is the Forge payout quarterly? Yes, it is. Yes. Yes, Sven. Sorry that I missed your guys' questions. I've been yapping for so long I never looked at the chat. How will you, as a dev sharing to ensure wait, how will you do dev sharing to ensure compatibility? I don't understand the question. It amazes me that WotC hasn't destroyed itself between the legal swamp they create and the complete infection of mentality. Yeah, I'm not so sure they haven't. Is the payout for, yeah, quarterly. I'm glad that you guys will be getting a larger portion of your efforts. Well, again, it's not worth it. Trust me, that extra 10% is not going to make a difference as far as the fucking pain in the ass it was to do all this. Don't show your licenses. 5e time. Thanks, everyone. I bought that, Bane. Remember before Rob got banned? I don't understand. Did I get banned? It's probably just overly broad legal crap. CYA, cover your ass. Rob or anyone in the know, is there a plan to bring FGU's UI into the modern era? If not, I feel like it's going to get swallowed up by emerging platforms like Foundry. So here's the thing about Foundry and Astral and even Roll20 or whatever. They have like flashy looking stuff, but it's crap. It's fucking doesn't really work that well. And I mean, play a game on Foundry and play one on Fantasy Grounds and tell me that Foundry's better. You can't. It's garbage. It looks great, but it's garbage. I mean, if you like art, look at pictures. Get some moving images. Go watch a movie. If you want to play D&D, fucking use Fantasy Grounds. Question: with posted items with a split disbursement, how do you see the transactions that apply to you as the second crafter? Yeah, well, that's kind of what I was. Yeah, Diablo Bob, that's what I was. Yeah, exactly. How do you do that? This needs to be answered because I don't want to see any transactions. I just want to know I have an approved crafter account. Well, you do. You do because Portals is down here with you in it, right here, Rob Chewy and Diablo Bob, right there. You're in it. So you're there, but how do you look to see where your money is? I fucking have no idea. That's what I've been trying to do for like the last 30 minutes is look for that.
You just get a surprise quarterly. You just get bing.
Yeah. Just a check shows
in your
up,
PayPal account.
Your PayPal account. Congrats.
Are you in your treasury on the forge? It pops in there, and then you can only use it to buy stuff from the forge. You know, that's how it works. I don't.
Bane says, well, it actually comes out this next week. I don't know what he was referring to. Sorry for my ignorance, but is moving to the Forge inevitable? No. Moving to the Forge only happened for me for 13 of the titles. It's all based on extensions. The Wizards of the Coast lawyers do not like the word extension, and so they wanted to make anything that was an extension not for sale on DM's Guild. That's all we're talking about. All those other 400 titles are never going to move. They're all going to stay there. And technically, all the ones that are moving to the Forge aren't really moving. That's a bad word. They're being copied to the Forge. They're not moving. They'll always still be on DM's Guild forever. They just won't be able to be purchased on DM's Guild. They'll shut off the sales, but the files will remain in the library. So anybody that owns it already can still have it. Yeah, so anything that functions. So Diablo Bob's almost right. Anything that functions as an extension that doesn't work with 5e intellectual property specifically will have to be put on the Forge. If it works with 5e intellectual property, it can be put on the DM's Guild. It's a fucking nightmare to wait. It's like trying to park in LA. There's 14 signs. You got to read them all, and it's 8 to 10 on Wednesday, but if it's in the winter, it's opposite side of the street. It's a fucking nightmare, you guys. The ban was a joke about you saying, don't show this, let me show you guys this. Only parts will go to the Forge, other parts will have to stay. Yeah, I wish people that didn't know things wouldn't put it in the chat, because then I have to explain why you're wrong. Content extensions should still be allowed on DM's Guild. Yeah, content extensions, there you go. Garbage is strong, reference Foundry, but if you're looking at making your life as a DM smooth and to use an automation without getting into coding, FG is your best choice. It's garbage. Foundry's garbage. The Forge isn't officially released until later this week. Oh! Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know where you're getting that information, but I didn't know that. Thank you very much, that's research. Thank you, Rob, for clearly explaining this. Yes. Yes. G3R14 trick. Garla trick. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't know elite speak.
No, Bob, I haven't played with your new feature you showed me last night, but I plan on it.
It's been updated.
If that's what you're asking. Yeah.
Question for after Forge discussion. Drake, have you played? Oh, that's just the thing. Okay. David's mouth. David. Sometimes he says stuff that, I'm not saying he does this maliciously, but sometimes he says stuff that doesn't come true later. Done that a lot. And it might be that they told him that and then they just changed their mind. Announcing the Forge. What? Is this? We'll make other read-only announcement thread when we offer the. Oh, ha ha! There we go. Look at that shit. JPG just said, just a soft launch right now. The support link is in the first post of the thread. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh! Oh, you're gonna see me start complaining live, everybody.
Oh Lord, Tad, you're lawsuits. I swear to God, lawsuits.
No. Why would there be a lawsuit? I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna ask questions.
Uh-huh.
So I need a little help with the Forge. Choose if you have questions about the Treasury or billing. Tell us problems you're experiencing. Have other questions. If I want to know, how do I get? I guess it's this one.
You know, I guess it's a better thing that they said extensions were evil instead of modules were evil.
Oh, well, they know modules is not evil. If they would have said that, it would have all just been over. Just shut it down and figure out another career.
Pretty much.
How do crafters see their monies? For the life of me, I'm not gonna.
Please don't say. Don't write money. Say revenue. Revenue earned or something. Revenue generated.
Monies. It's legit. It's like an oldie timey term.
I know.
Please don't
It's
say monies. Gary's trying to save me from being an old person.
I'm just trying to
listen.
Period.
I go down to the store and do some trading. I go down to Albertson and do my trading. Somebody said that to me the other day and I fucking lost it.
Pelt and the cotton and the furs, what?
Yeah, I get in my jalopy and I go down and try to purchase a Davenport with my billfold.
If you've ever purchased anything with a piece of a coin, you know you're old.
With a piece of a coin. 2 bits. Your reference is support 13. Wow, did they start from 1? Like, what the fuck? Oh, fuck me. Check rob2e.email.com for confirmation and updates. Okay, back to the help center. Let's check my email. Did I get anything? Not yet. Okay, they aren't on top of it. So good. So at least there's a place to go, everybody. Here, I'll put that in the chat for you guys if you want to bookmark it on your own browsers. This is the Forge Help and Services. So you can get tech support on all that stuff. They use ATLS. What is just this website? What is just this, I wonder? They're using a third-party. It's for drunk people who need help. I need some help.
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 Help. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Help me. I don't know. See, all this stuff is that's above my pay grade. By the way, my pay grade is 0. That's my pay grade.
It's E4. It's E4.
Just confirming that we got your request. We're on it. Yeah, that's very inspiring. Dun, dun. All right. Anybody else got questions? We're gonna be done with this. I'm done with this. When the Earth gets taken out by a meteor, will Team 2E still release extensions? Yes. Yes. The answer is yes. You can. By the way, I welcome the sweet release of death from a meteor because I don't necessarily want to die, but if I do, I want to fucking take everyone else with me because fuck everybody. You can now subscribe to my Twitch channel. Oh, that's not anything. Looks like Bitbucket. Adel Assassin is a developed suite for. Oh, okay. GitHub. Fucking GitHub. I hate GitHub. All right, there's a lot of people here. Ask questions, everybody. All right, it's over.
Or we could do a part 2 next week after you figure out this shit.
Oh no. Next week is Fantasy Grounds College Founders Day closing ceremony with Leroon.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Leroon will be there?
Yeah, Leroon's coming. And then the week after that, August 8th, don't know what the show's going to be, but Drake will not be here. Wink, wink, Fury, wink. Drake won't be here.
What?
That means,
Why?
that means if you don't come, I'm going to be by myself. Drake has, I don't know, he's had family. Something.
Mom, visiting mom.
Family, boring. You're gonna be like Robin. You're gonna leave us for your family.
Be
No,
like me.
trust me.
Don't have siblings, children, or parents. Be like me. My life is my own. You know, I tell people say, Rob, why aren't you married? First of all, you need to get a woman to agree to that. But besides that, my answer is the reason I don't have children is because I like doing whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want. And the second you have a baby, your life is over. It's their life now. Your life is their life. And I refuse to do it. Plus, I just got my results back, and I'm sterile anyway, so no kids for me.
All those years of drugs.
Right. No, it wasn't that. It was years of stressing out whether the condom broke and did I impregnate somebody, and I would drive myself insane. Come to find out, never needed to worry about it. Well, that may not be true though. I mean, just because I'm sterile now doesn't mean I was when I was 20 or 30 or 40. I don't know.
Or even 50.
Or even 50.
You don't know.
Or even 60. Wait, I haven't got there yet. Let's see. Does anyone watching the show want to continue sperm talk or see about my driveway? Should we do more Rob Tui stuff? More of my life?
Oh God, please end it before you lose
next to each other. I wonder if these two people have a competition. I'm going to park my truck backwards. Oh, well, I'm going to park my truck backwards then. What's this fucker doing? Oh, no, that's Michelle. She's next door.
On this episode of Rob's driveway drama.
This is Rob's driveway drama, and right down here, like under where the clock is, you can, if you look close, it's a airport runways. It's not a major airport. It's just one of those little Cessna airports, kind of quaint. You can hear like at 3 a.m. someone taking off, and then also the police academy, so you can hear them shooting their guns down there, but you can't really hear any of that stuff inside.
Crazy.
This is my porch. My grasses. This right here is the community mailbox. I got
it looks
mail
like
in
your
there.
plants haven't died
mine's number
anymore.
one, right here. This is my mail on the top left. When you're facing the box from the street, top left. Mine's number one.
If you're gonna put a poop bomb, that's where you gotta put it, right in that one.
No poop bomb.
Okay. I think we went way beyond the show now.
Yeah. Oh, but for those of you watching, now what happens is we end the stream, and then Fury and Drake and I talk for 2 more hours about bullshit.
That's not true. I leave right away. I need a nap.
We used to do that when you liked me.
We used to play games, but no one wanted to join us.
That's true too.
Oh yeah,
I miss the game.
And then it would be the same 6 people, and it was never popular.
I just got tired of whipping y'all's ass all the time.
Bane,
Shut. That's not cool.
We can have a meeting with the Bobs. I know what you're doing. I know that movie. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. All right. Any final words from either of you two?
No, I don't like it.
Not really. Well, maybe a little bit, but they're not appropriate words.
You can say them on this show.
I don't want to. I'm a nice personality.
You didn't put Tom Knapp over there, and I said George.
What? Oh my God, the cats.
And a reward for those of you who stayed all the way to the end, we're going to give away yet another prize. Still exclamation point, not the forge in the chat. Tom Knapp and George are discluded. What?
A third prize,
A
yes.
third prize. You
He's
can't
crazy.
believe it. You can't believe it. People don't know what I'm gonna do. No prizes. Mo prizes, McClancy. Mo prizes.
No prizes, no problems.
If you want to win something, type in the chat exclamation point, not the forge, all one word. Exclamation point.
I can't believe there's still so many people here. I thought, people would like go get good night's sleep or something for Monday.
Well, what's funny is how after the show we get that report of the people in the chat, and I'll be able to point right to where I mentioned my sperm and how it dropped off at that point.
Or increased depending on the.
It went up. It went up. Holy shit! Talk more about sperm. All right, we're almost done, everybody. The third winner is Moskin Paz. Boom. Moskin Paz.
All right.
Moskin Paz did win a prize. Okay, Moskin Paz, you know what to do. Send me a DM, and we're going to end the show, so you guys have till 7:30 to send me your information you want for your prizes. 7:30 Pacific. If you live in some other fakakta time zone, that's too bad on you.
14 minutes, just saying.
Yeah, 14
so
minutes.
Clear.
The only time zone I recognize is the Western United States Pacific time zone. I don't recognize anything else.
I only recognize the one I am currently in, so.
Which one?
Well, Eastern. Currently I'm in Eastern, but sometimes I travel.
Oh, okay.
I have to sneeze. Should I do it on mic or should I not?
Off mic, gross.
You can't really shoot your little foam thing across the room because you don't have it on there.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have a headset on.
Right, but on the end of your mic, I have the little foam little.
Oh no! I flipped the bar up on my headset and it mutes it. All right, that's it, everybody. We're done. Join us on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays on this channel for shenanigans. And you know what? That's it. Good gaming, everyone.